everybody, my name is Lara Morton and I am the director of Fuse Theatre of Connecticut's forthcoming and very exciting production of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. I am also the vice president, co-founder, and artistic director of Fuse Theatre of Connecticut. I love Shakespeare as much as I love musicals, which anyone who knows me knows I love musicals a lot. The fact that it still holds so much relevance, it's still so hilarious and moving and deep as it was 400 plus years ago. Midsummer is one of those plays that you just, I have yet to meet anyone who doesn't love it. The characters are incredible. The settings are incredible. There's a fantasy element. It's hilarious. There's romance, there's mistaken identity. There's all the things that make a Shakespeare comedy great. And I can't wait to bring the creative team that we have assembled to this incredibly well-written play that has withstood the test of time and will continue to withstand the test of time long after we're all gone. Particularly in this time where things are just sort of all up in the air and the rules have just sort of gone away, and we have to recreate ourselves as theater makers and figure out how can we still tell stories safely and effectively and in an exciting way despite all of what's going on. Face it head on and see if we can make lemons into lemonade. I think that my process as a director actually lends itself well to this sort of uncertain circumstance because I'm very, very much a director who works instinctively. Whatever presents itself, I'll be able to pivot and work with it and come to a solution that it's not a compromise as much as it is a new possibility. As a director, when you're presented with certain what seems to be limiting parameters, like when we did The Lion King Jr., we ended up doing it virtually. But I was able to take those bits and pieces of video that I had taken during the production, the rapport and the relationship that I had with my cast, and ask them to trust me as we go forward, and we're going to figure this out together, and we're going to come up with something that's worthy of an audience. We showed the kids who were working with us and the young adults who were working with us that in spite of limitations, you can create something really, really remarkable. Having that experience behind me going into Midsummer is critical. Mentoring youth is, in my estimation, a sacred responsibility. I believe that once we acquire knowledge, we have sort of a calling to pass on that knowledge. I think it's really important, particularly in the arts, that we don't hoard our knowledge, that we pass it on to the next generation of storytellers. So for me, mentoring is incredibly important. And also I try to be the adult figure in kids' lives that I needed and didn't necessarily have when I was their age. I try to think, what is it that would have made a difference for me? They need a safe place, a welcoming place, a respectful place where people can really just exhale, be themselves, bring their best to the table, and know that it's going to be honored as opposed to squashed because of some sort of ego. My answer might be different than other members of the team, which is exactly the point. Fuse has a couple of different meanings. Fuse represents the fusion of different styles and backgrounds and life experiences and theater techniques and approaches. It's, the coming together of disparate elements into something that is cohesive. Fuse is exciting and innovative, and we can do theater anywhere. We can do it any way. We can fuse all of our different aesthetics and points of view and backgrounds, training, all that into new and exciting theater.